Well, I hope all you guys had a happy April 1st, April Fool's Day, or to the more initiated, Roosterteeth Anniversary Day. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let's just say, trailers. Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake the One-Man Band is back again, bringing you guys something a little different than the Ruby review analysis breakdown video that you're used to. This time we're going to be looking at the 3 trailers that were posted on Roosterteeth on April 1st, their anniversary. Now, it shows that the lineup that's going to be coming this year is 3 shows. 2 of them are new, and the other one is, well, an old favorite. So, let's start off with Red vs. Blue, Season 14. Now, after the greatness that was Season 13, a lot of people are thinking, like, where would they go with the story? And I myself have a personal theory of what might happen, and a video is going to be coming out about that soon. But when this trailer came out for Season 14, I was a bit confused. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? What's going on? And then we see that Vic comes up and starts to narrate this trailer. Now, we haven't seen or heard Vic since, I'm pretty sure, the Blood Gulch Chronicles. He may have had like 1 or 2 lines, like just in the background or whatever, and I think the Reconstruction series, maybe. It's been a while since I watched those, but Vic had a big pivotal part in the Blood Gulch Chronicles, and now that he's here in Season 14, really begs the question, is he truly coming back? Is he going to be the narrator of this season? How is he going to play a part? Now, by the way he explains in the trailer, it sounds like he is going to kind of be the narrator, because Season 14 is going to be a collection of side stories in the Red vs. Blue universe. Vic himself says that there's a galaxy full of stories. Some of them are funny, some not so funny, some of them are weird, and some of them are about people that you've never even met before. So this means that not only are we gonna get the same quirky, awesome stories that we're used to, but we're probably also going to get like serious stories. We're going to get just out of the blue, out of nowhere stories, and stories about characters that we know nothing about. And this is very, very exciting because, to be honest, Red vs. Blue isn't shy to doing side stories like this. They have done a few side stories before, a few of them being Out of Mind and Recovery 1. Out of Mind bridged the gap between Season 4 and Season 5, telling the story of Tex going after O'Malley. And then she's going after Wyoming, I'm sorry. And then Recovery 1 takes place between Season 5 and Season 6, explaining how Agent Washington became callsign Recovery 1, found South, and then was eventually betrayed by South. So now we're going to have an entire season dedicated to these side stories. I'm super excited. And even in the trailer, we hear the voices of most of the freelancers and Caboose and Sarge. And then it goes off to list off all these different people who are going to be associated with the project. Now, I'm not sure if these people are going to be all the writers of the different stories, or if they're going to be bringing in their talents as voices for the stories. But either way, I'm excited because there's a lot of cool names up there that I saw that and I was just all like, oh, I'm so excited now. It's like we saw like Funhouse and Freddie Wong, the Game Grumps, which I was just so ecstatic about. And then, but at the very end, it states, and returning, Bernie Burns, Matt Holm, and Miles Luna, who pretty much have all been the writers slash directors of the previous Red vs. Blue seasons. And of course, Gavin directed, and I think he also wrote Relocation. That was another side story for Red vs. Blue. So pretty much Red vs. Blue season 14 is going to be a collection of side stories explaining the universe. Probably to make way and give the creators a little bit of time to help come up with the next story arc for the main cast of Red vs. Blue. Alrighty, so Red vs. Blue, automatically gonna be awesome, looking forward to it. But there's also a new series that's coming out, a new animated series called Camp Camp. Now, judging by how this trailer is presented and kind of what it looks like, it seems to be a series dedicated to the idea of summer camp. You know, send your kids off to summer camp, they have a nice grand time, and it's loads of fun. But it seems that this camp doesn't really have a strict idea of what it wants to be. Due to the ensemble of characters that we see throughout the trailer and at the very end when we see the entire cast, it seems that this camp has traces of just regular old summer camp, science camp, space camp, military camp, at-risk kids camp, drama camp, art camp, just all these different types of camps, because each and every character pretty much seems to be trying to fit into that criteria, but all just got on the wrong bus. Now, just by this trailer alone, I can already tell that this ensemble of characters and this series, this story, is going to be hilarious. Because not only did I see in one section of the video that there was a bunch of Rooster Teeth Easter eggs, like people's names, figurines from Ruby and from X-Ray and Vav. Like, literally, if you go through that trailer frame by frame, you will see so many little things that'll just tickle you to death. But another thing to take account of is the song that's being played during the trailer. Now, it's obviously like a rap song, but you know, it's not holding back on like any foul language or anything like that. So, and to hear that song with the association of kids in summer camp makes me think maybe this series will be more along the lines of South Park, where it's like the main character and the main cast is children, but it's like an adult show. Like, it has adult humor, kind of adult themes, and you know, throughout the trailer we see that there's little things like we see a guy, like he has like a pinup magazine and he's looking at the centerfold. Just by the looks of things, it's probably going to be sort of an adult-themed cartoon with kid characters. Now, maybe I'm looking too much into it, but that's kind of what it's looking like right now. But hey, it's gonna be coming out this summer. It's being written by Jordan, who does the Rooster Teeth animated adventures, Gray Haddock, Miles Luna, and Carrie Shawcross. So it's going to be in good hands nonetheless, and I'm looking forward to it. And now we come to the third trailer that's kind of the most controversial for me. Ruby Chibi. Now, here's the thing. This trailer is very minimalistic. And the fact that they bring in such a minimalistic trailer for a series that's coming out next month kind of baffles me. Because you pretty much show us this thing saying, oh, it's coming out in a month. And it's like, yeah, we're gonna get excited, but we don't really have much to latch onto except the fact that cute Ruby. And it's like, yeah, I understand Chibi Ruby is cute, but it's like regular Ruby is cute too. Now, it can be said it could have been obvious that something like this was gonna happen due to the fact that there were Ruby Chibi plushies at the Roosterteeth store months before this trailer even came out. So, you know, the signs were always there. But to be honest, there's not really much to say about this trailer. I mean, pretty much we have the title, Chibi Ruby, and a few voice effects. That's pretty much it. Now, by the way I'm looking at it, to be honest, I'm kinda not that excited for Ruby Chibi. But, before you burn me at the stake and do all that, let me explain myself. Alright, so, with the way Volume 3 ended, it looked like Ruby was finally going to start to become a more mature and dark series. And then you flip a complete 180 and make a Chibi series? I understand if you were to make a Chibi series once the darkness kind of kept going, and then you saw, oh look, but it can also still be fun and cute and all this stuff. But just to do a complete 180 like that, and it's like, I'm already in the mood for Dark Ruby, that's what I want! And now you're bringing in Cute Ruby. Now let it be known that Cute Ruby I still love, and Ruby Chibi, I'm going to watch and I'm going to enjoy it. It's just that I just would rather just have them work on Ruby, the main series, and have Volume 4 out sooner than them to make this. I'm sorry. But for what Ruby Chibi might be doing, here's a few ideas. Now, by what I'm taking away from this trailer is that maybe this series is going to be more along the lines of cute little stories that are going to be told in the Ruby universe, but they may not be canon. I mean, it is of course possible that some of the stories that are going to be told during Ruby Chibi are going to be like things that took place in the actual series but weren't touched upon in the series. Like, you know, when the camera wasn't concentrating on these people, maybe they were getting into mischief or what have you. Maybe it's just going to be there to kind of add a little bit to the mythos and the lore. Plus, this gives the creators an opportunity to bring back characters such as Penny and Pyrrha and, you know, all those characters that died. It's like, you can bring them back into Ruby Chibi and they can go on cute little adventures. And I'm totally okay with that. That's the big thing that I like about this. It's that they can bring characters back in, because I don't think Ruby Chibi is going to be really canon to the main series of Ruby. And if it ends up being canon, then hey, it's more for me to digest. But it's just, out of the 3 trailers that were shown on April 1st, Ruby Chibi is the one that I'm looking forward to the least. I'm still gonna watch it, I'm still gonna enjoy it, I'm still gonna review it, but it's just, I kinda just wanted them to work on Ruby Volume 4 and have that out sooner. Now, the big question also comes up now. I said I'm gonna be reviewing Ruby Chibi, but what about Camp Camp? What about Red vs. Blue? Am I gonna be reviewing those? The possibility is there for me to review those shows. Camp Camp, I'm definitely gonna watch, and I would love to break it down. I mean, I may do another video, if you guys want, where I just break down that trailer. But right now, I just wanted to kind of do an overview of all 3 trailers to just tell you guys that you should be excited and maybe what you should, you know, expect from these series that are going to be coming out. So now, I'm going to get ready for all those hate comments that are going to come because I didn't really like Ruby Chibi. So I'm going to prepare for that.
Yay!
Hey there everybody, you made it to the end of the video. Nice, glad to see that you're actually here. So, if you enjoyed that video, why don't you think about favoriting, or maybe even subscribing to my channel, but only if you feel inclined to. Also, be sure to leave comments down below about any thoughts you may have. And if you want, you can check out my Facebook group, Team Theory, where you can talk about crackpot theories about pretty much whatever you want with other like-minded crackpot theorists. And if you want, you can also check out my Patreon page if you want to support me there. Big, awesome special thanks to Duncan Ishler, Grant Allen Hill, and Kyle Schultz for supporting me on Patreon. You guys are awesome. I couldn't do this without you guys. And if you want, you can check out some other videos that I've done. I do a lot of Ruby stuff, and hopefully I can do more stuff about just Roosterteeth. And I want you to be a good person, tip your waitresses, keep moving forward, hang tough, everybody. I'll see you next time. Yeah,